Hi everyone. I just wanted to talk to you real quick. It's end of February. I don't have a new video out this week. There are some ideas that I've gotten from bouncing some videos back and forth with my old friend Paul Vermilio. The reason why I'm not putting a video out is because I've had some surgery. I had a chip of bone removed from my big toe. It was an old injury that I had from when I was in the Marine Corps. I hit my foot against a foot locker during boot camp, and I managed to finish out boot camp with a broken toe. We'll see if I get the angle just right. If you look in there, there is a chip to the left side of my first big toe on my left foot. And that has been floating around in there for over 35 years. And the good people at Raffles Hospital have taken it out. They've given me these I think are the new Air Nikes, very stylish. And put that on my foot. It's got a special way to rotate where it's supposed to keep pressure off of my tendon. So I won't be able to physically do some of the things that I wanted to do. I have some ideas about power generation and using the double and triple hip rotations that we use in our Shorin-ryu Karate and then our Ryukyu Kobudo with the bow and how it works. In the meantime, I was recommended by a friend of mine that I should mention that I've managed to get a book published. This is a collection of thoughts and rants of my experiences in martial arts through the early 80s to today, and it's illustrated with a number of good photographs, mostly from Jerry Holt Sensei, who is a photographer for the Minneapolis Star Tribune back in Minnesota. So thanks, Jerry, for that. Giving credit where it's all due. And it's a collection of writings that I had about technique and development and challenge and what all that means to you over the years. So if you're interested, it's available via Amazon, both in hard copy and in Kindle. The Kindle versions, I do have to apologize. It gets a little bit wonky with tables. And in the back, I've got a section where I've got a bunch of useful martial arts terms that didn't quite relate to the Kindle reader as well as I would have liked it to have. Other sections in the book that I think are a little bit unique. I go into the language of the Japanese, where it came from, why it's written differently than the Chinese, and the grammatical structure being different from Chinese, and yet it adopted the Chinese writing language, and that led to hiragana and katakana and why that means. I've also got sections on culture where we're discussing like awamori, kariushi wear, shisa, a number of other topics that I think are relevant for anybody that will travel to Okinawa. I've got a section on all my kyodai deshi and my sensei that have helped me out along the way. So I give a shout out to some of the major influences in my martial arts journey. All the way back to the early days in the 80s and through to my time in Japan, and then the people that have been instrumental in helping me set down some roots when I repatriated to the US in 2009 and tried to spread Ryukyu Kobudo across North America to the best of my ability. So that's available. If you wanted to pick it up, I appreciate all the patronage. I will be back hopefully next week when my toe has healed. They did a great job. Went under, came up. Next thing I know, my toe was wrapped in gauze. So hopefully I'll be back up and at it and swinging and explaining what I think should be happening with the body dynamics and how that affects how we move and those topics that have been resonating with some of the people out there. So thanks for your support, and we'll see you next week.